Okay, guys, how are we? How are we? We are on air. Are we on air? Hey, guys. Okay, sorry, a little bit late. Uh, yeah, commitments, 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 commitments. Okay, on a very, very testing day. It is a very, very testing day, and I'm sure all of you are wondering what's happening. What is happening? Again, it's another thing of Bitcoin trying to shake us out, but that tells half the story. Okay, I think there's a lot of more stories that you really cannot see. So let me try and explain this to you on what is really going on. Why did we, we were doing so well, right? And then suddenly we like, okay, we kind of turned around, right? We kind of turned around, and what in the world is going on? And I think that question needs to be answered. What should you be looking at? It seems like we are in this chop forever and ever. So first, let's look at the Bitcoin chart, and then let's look at some other charts that might matter also. So first, let's go here and let's see where we are. Yeah, there we are, guys. So here we are, guys. Here we are. This is the Bitcoin chart again. Once again, it is full of deception for us, right? Look at that, guys. Look at that. It tested this part. So we are in this range. This is a vicious range, okay? Let's be fair around here. This is a vicious range, and this is why I said that I do not like bear markets in crypto, okay? Not that this is a bear market, it is a corrective wave, right? We seem to be locked in this phase here, okay? We seem to be locked here. Look at that, testing it again. And look at this, okay? Look at this, it went up and then it went down. So we have to ask ourselves, what caused this? Well, this is why we need to know something about the stock market, okay? Because the stock market is also very important. This was after Chairman Powell, yes, Chairman Powell, and the Federal Reserve basically said that they were going to increase rates in what? Bullard, right? On Friday, 2022. So this is why, okay? This is why, of course, after this, I'm sure if we draw the chart of the US dollar, the US dollar is going up. Did I get that wrong? Let's see, okay, let's see. I want you to see all this, okay? You need to know your facts. Very, very, very important that you guys know the facts here. Let me try and get the USD index here. So let's go here. And you guys should be experts in this. Let us see DXY. I want to see DXY. Where is the currency index? There it is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That cannot be good for Bitcoin. That is never good for Bitcoin, okay? Because when the US dollar goes up, guess what? It's not good. And where is the US dollar going to, or what do we see as resistance, okay? It's at resistance, but probably, let's go in and let us go in and try and look at this deeper. It's probably around here, right? 93.5 to 94 here. So again, we still have substantial way to go here. Of course, this could be also a resistance level. That's fair, and that is also within that. So you know that Bitcoin does very well when the US dollar goes down, right? So look at this. When the US dollar goes down, bam, 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 bam. And then when the US dollar goes up, we do hit a problem, okay? That is, I think, is something that is normal. Now, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is this, okay? I think there's a lot of FUD now going on in the markets, fear, uncertainty, doubt. FUD that is clearly being created because the whales like to manipulate us. But let's see this. This is very interesting. I think this is the most popular and most famous FUD of all. Before I go to dot there, let's go look at this, okay? Let's go look. Ethereum has even fallen below that. This is very, very telling here. I'm just gonna go here. This is the one that is worrying so many people. So let's see this. What is this? This is the much dreaded death cross. Okay, this is the Bitcoin death cross. Look at that. I think people are now really afraid to commit any new positions because they are seeing this. Okay, they are seeing this, and they need this to pass before they are going to commit to any new positions, because what you see here is a potential death cross. Okay, this is when the 50 crosses the 200. What happens here? Okay, now before we all panic and run away, I will show you what happened in the past. I think it's best we take a pause and see what happened in the past whenever we had a death cross, because let's face it, the probability of having a death cross now here is very high. So we need to say, hey, what happened, guys? Let's go here. What happened in the past? Can you guys hear me, right? So what happened in the past when we had a death cross? Let's see. Let us go and see. Now you need to see this. Okay, now this. Okay, this was when? This was, when was this? Okay, when was this? When was this? That was around March, right? So let's go to 2020, right? When was the big one in 2020? Yeah, 2020 is here. Now look at this. Look at this. I want you to look at this. Okay, this was a death cross. It kind of escaped this, and then it went down, and then it went back up again. But look at this. This was the big one. Now this was a major death cross. Okay, now this was a major death cross. What happened? Because you need to know what happened. Okay, you need to know what happened, or we need to know what happened in order to make the right decision. Look, death cross. But what happened after the death cross? COVID, right? What happened? It went up. That turned out to be a good buying opportunity, you know, that death cross. I'm going to show you another death cross. So death cross do not necessarily mean sell. Death cross could, although in general it means sell, death cross could mean buy, right? Why? You have to look. Because why did this death cross that was supposed to be a death cross that ended everything in the world, that ended everything in the Bitcoin world, went up? Look at that. Because it had been down for quite some time. Look at that. It had been down for quite some time. That once that was hit, it went up, right? It went up. Now let's see another death cross. So death cross can work in many ways, okay? Death cross can work in many ways. Let's go to this one. This one kind of heralded the beginning of the bear market of 2018, right? Let's look at this. I want to look at that. No. Okay, let's look at that. Okay, so this was the peak. Again, this was the peak of 2017, Bitcoin peak. When did the death cross happen? Here, right? Here, and then it tried to rebound, it tried to go up again. Now, this is the scary part. Now, I'm going to show you something extremely scary, because when this death cross happened, look at that. Bitcoin was at 7,500 and it went down to 3,000. Okay, let's put it down. I want you to understand this. Let's write down here. Okay, basically this death cross 7,500 to 3,000. That's scary. That's about half. That's more than half actually, right? So again, the problem with death cross is sometimes after a bear, it goes down by a certain percentage here, and then it continues on a certain percentage here. This is what I'm saying. Look at that. These are real facts here. Okay, so that's really what happened here. Now, the other thing that you might not see is that until this point in September here, let's see here. Okay, let's see here, and let's see how this really works. Until this point here, July, August here, which is basically here, Although Bitcoin went down, altcoins went up. That's the other thing. You couldn't see that, okay? Because I was there, I saw it. There was a big alts rally, okay, during this time. But you got to be very selective, okay? You got to be very selective. There was a big alts rally. So which death cross is this telling? I do not know. I really don't know, okay? All I know is that this death cross comes, we might go down by another like 50%. Who knows? Who knows? I find it hard to find that Bitcoin can go down to 15 or 20, but if this death cross happens, then you saw it happening already, right? On the other hand, you can also see it as a potential signal to go back up. Possibly, okay? So you guys understand that right now. Let's go back into the cycles, okay? Let's go back into the cycle. So we are in 2021. And before 2021 is, of course, 2020. Of course, what am I talking about? And when you talk about 2020, it's the Bitcoin halving, right? So what else? When was the Bitcoin halving? Other than this, 2016. And that gave to the bull run of 2017. And of course, the next before that was 2012. And that gave to the bull run of 2013, 2014. When is the next halving? 2024. If you guys want something easy to do or something that has a high probability of making money, it is going in 2024 after the halving of Bitcoin, okay? But anyway, so let's see what happened in the past. Do we see any similar patterns here? Very important here. Let's see what happened in the past here. Okay, let's see this. Let me take this out. Let me go here and how do I clear this? Yeah, clear all drawings here. Now this was 2/10/2013. So they have actually drawn this against the current market. This is what the current market is doing, This is our current bull run here. This really is our current bull run, right? So you can see what's happening here. They've kind of equalized the scales and all that, and that is fine. So us being down is actually what these cycles would have predicted anyway. I mean, if this were 2013, we would be down here, just like that. Okay, but 2013 was very special, right? 2013, because look at this, we had this, and then we had another one that's quite interesting, That's really quite interesting. But let's look at, this is 2017. Sorry, this 2017 bull run and all that, right? Look at that. It's basically there. It's basically there. It's doing the same thing, and they have predicted it to go here, right? So again, let's see the next one here. Was it 2013 or 2000? This is 2016, 2018. Sorry, this was 2013, and this is 2016, 2018. So again, they drawn the chart of 2016, 2018. Sorry, this is not 2000. Yeah, 2010, 2013, and they basically said, yeah, it's going to go like this right now here. If you look here, this is where we are now. If this were 2017, hey, we would be down here anyway, and then we only went up, right? So again, you can see the phases here where there were periods when, okay, there was here. Same thing like now, okay, 1, 2, 3. There are periods where we are scared. And those who are not scared or are able to hodl eventually get the rewards here. But it's not easy. It's not easy, okay? When I look at 2013, and you must really say, with the death cross coming, it is really not easy, right? It is just so hard. I agree, guys. I agree. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and look what happened after that. It did go up again, okay? It did go up, it peaked, and then it went down and went up again. So they're just trying to do this, which is good, which is good. So it seems like, is this like this rally? Is this like that rally? Well, that is where you need to really look and make a decision. But I'm just helping you make a decision. Now, the next thing that I want you to see is this. I think there is a problem now in the stock market. This is another problem. If there is a problem in the stock market, then it is very hard for us to move forward, okay? You have to wait until this thing is resolved. I don't know, what are the futures now? Are these the futures now? So, you know, I was looking at the stock market. I thought it had recovered. I'm just, yeah, it is recovered, but somehow the part on the Bitcoin has not recovered yet. I think people are still very, very scared. Let's go on the weekly part. Let's go here. And yeah, I'll just look at the stock market, because one thing that can pull us out is definitely the stock market. I think there was a reaction to the downside on the stock market on the news of the interest rates going up, right? I think that's something that's very, very real. That's something that we really have to really look at. But the thing is, now at this phase, I think we've come to a point where anything that happens, you know, Bitcoin is acting hyper sensitively. I mean, Bitcoin is just being super, super sensitive to all this. Okay, let's see SPX. You guys been seeing SPX or not? SPX, yeah, S&P 500 futures. Where is Owanda? I kind of like this Owanda thing because it's on all the time, right? So yeah, so you saw that also, right? So it has corrected. It has corrected since Powell, but it's gone back up. Hey, Bitcoin, where are you? Well, the problem to that, I'll show you the problem. There has just been so many FUD. There has been so many news because, for example, look at this. Bitcoin sell pressure may hit zero in July thanks to Grayscale's giant 16K BTC unlocking. So if you know before this, you know, there's no ETF in the US, but the thing is, what's happening here, right? What's happening here is that people were buying Grayscale, right? The rich people were buying Grayscale. They needed 50,000 minimum. Now look what's happening now. The day of unlocking is near. And because of that unlocking, those positions just might want out. You cannot sell it for 6 months, you know. So if you bought it 6 months before, let's see, how are they going to do 6 months before? I'm just going to go back here. I want to look back at Bitcoin. Give me back that Bitcoin chart, guys. I want to look at that Bitcoin chart. Today is June, right? I just want to look what they are doing, okay? Can we go back to the week here? Let's go back to the weekly here. Okay. So if they bought there and they bought in, what is it? When did they buy? They buy December, right? They're still okay. They're still making money. Maybe they just want to take profit, right? They just want to take profit. That's fine. That's fine. Because I was fearing that, hey, they were underwater. Maybe that's why they're scared and they're taking money, because there's a lot of unlocking coming on. And you really need to clear this, okay? You really need to clear this unlocking, okay? And again, everything is about the unlocking. I don't know what that is. And the next thing is that this Ethereum faces largest ever options expiry as bears appear to dominate. Yes, there's also an Ethereum. Ethereum is coming up for options expiry. I think, is it this Friday? I'll have to check. I'll have to check, okay? So again, and then there was something, this, right? Yeah, this is what I read just now. Banks fall in line as China's central bank cracks down on crypto accounts. So yeah, I read this. Is this Agriculture Bank, the world's third largest banks by asset, has indicated it will follow the PBOC's queue and work to stamp out its clients' crypto-related activities. See, this was a rug. This was a rug. They said that if you are dealing into cryptocurrencies, they really do not want to deal with you. They might really close your account and really, yeah, you would be in trouble, right? So you see now a lot of bad news coming in, and okay, this is bad news that actually good news, because hash rate hits 8-month low. Chinese miners power down first, and now it's Sichuan, right? I think now it's Sichuan, but actually this is a good thing, you know. I thought this was a good thing in the long term, because hash rate plummets is that there's not enough computers to run the Bitcoin network, because most of it is in China. All mining farms will shut down at 12 p.m. Beijing time. So, you know, Sichuan, yeah, Sichuan now shut down in Bitcoin mining farms in Sichuan. So this might actually change the hash rate to the US. I read somewhere that the US are trying to attract them, especially Texas, and that could possibly give what? I think that could possibly give this, right? That could possibly give the hash rate back to the US, the computational power back to the US. And as long as that's clean energy, that's good. So this is longer term is good. Now, having said that, did I show you guys this? Yeah, when do I think this will steady itself to the upside? Well, I need to go here, and no, not there. I was seeing something related to yeah, where was that thing? Okay, not this, but I was, yeah. So you know, there's a lot of people gobbling up Bitcoin and all that, and okay, crypto fine. So crypto business is still going on, but I'm worried about the grayscale thing because there is another unlock in Grayscale. Yeah, there's another unlock in Grayscale that's coming. When is that unlock incoming? I have to look at this unlock, guys. And if you see here, right, you see here, that unlock is coming in mid-July. So that unlock is coming in mid-July. I think we're going to have fun just going through this range, okay? That means when we see this, let's see this on the daily, okay? Let's see this on the daily here. Yeah, this range or whatever it is, or even if it goes down and goes back up, it might go out of the range a little. I think can only be resolved in sometime in July here. Yeah, sometime in mid-July. Why? Easy, because there is another BTC unlock for Grayscale here. Okay, unless I don't know whether they want to sell, but if it goes up high enough, probably they will hodl that. So there are a lot of whales coming in to buy at these levels, but again, these unlocks are having problems, and it's okay with me because you know, if you want to release bad news, you release bad news now. What we don't want is when things turn around, the bad news comes out. That is just no good, right? That is just no good. I mean, you look here, right? You look here, you'll see a lot of this in Bitcoin. You know, you'll see a lot of this in the markets. I think you guys are quite experienced. Right? You see a lot of this in the markets. I mean, I thought that we were seeing something, but as usual, Bitcoin never fails to disappoint, especially in a bear market, right? So we're going to have to look, and let's get back on Wednesday and see what happens. Let's see what happens to the dreaded death cross, because what you saw here, look, it failed here. And that was something that, yeah, this one was the Powell thing, right? That was quite disappointing because like this, it was looking like a good inverse head and shoulder. No, that didn't happen. Okay, that didn't happen. Down till 2023, I don't think it's a bear market yet, but let's see. I think this is a mid-cycle correction, but the mid-cycle correction, let's see where it goes down. You know, what does this death cross? This is not this. Do a death cross on the daily, okay? Don't do it on this. This is already here, right? This is already here. So yeah, let's see what happens on Wednesday, guys. And I'll see you back on Wednesday, and we will follow up with this, with what happens on Wednesday. Should be very, very, very interesting. See you guys. Bye.